Good day. It's the next day. It's the next morning, actually. As you can tell, my face is shining because I've just washed my face. Yes, I'm rocking the same clothes because, like I said, where am I going? Where? Anyway. Say hello to a new friend in the room. Say hello, say what's up to a new cheeky in the house. She does not like me and I don't like her, but she insists on hanging in my crew. So say hello, say girl, how you doing? How you doing, girl? How you doing? Yes, that's what I woke up with this morning. Hallelujah. Anyway, what's up? Guys, I hope you're good. Hey man, it's gonna take time for me to get to the point. Except it won't. I gotta get to the point. Today has got to be my last batch of videos. Like seriously, like what? I need to get the story done. It's wearing me out. You know, every time I'm like sharing these testimonies, the devil is like, and then he attacks me. And I'm like, you like the pimple on my face, you're the pimple on my skin. You're the pimple, you're the pimple. You like the pimple on my face. You're gonna go eventually. Ah! Yes, that's what Jesus says. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist the pimple and it will leave your face, girl. Resist it. Don't even let it have a high five time moment. Don't give it energy. So we're not giving the devil energy this morning. Okay. Azzy. Satan. Oh, maka bogile. Ubogile. Lenja my bogile, bogile. Lenja my bogile, bogile. Lenjanja my bogile. Is a hobo like bogile. Check you. A bogile. Be easy. Wait, see, people threw me in persecution suffering. Cause they suck. Okay. Yeah, made me look poor. That's what's good. Poverty, don't live like people do. Until I just had to take this in my stride for skin. Like proper. Just dealing with a new acne in the morning. Dealing with a hyperpigmentation around my chin. Can't see a dermatologist, I just keep on diagnosing myself. So now we just deal. Hyperpigmentation. That rubbish is gonna leave. So that's why I gotta tell my story, so y'all be handled for my hyperpigmentation. Somebody gotta give me justice for that. Somebody! And this is it. So let's go on right ahead and chat chirikan. How's my wig sitting? Why rolling my grill? Why? A chick's gotta live. Hey, you know, Satan. Anyway, right, so in the previous part I was talking about how it is that I had marriage for like an idol. It was totally my golden calf, you guys. I'm like Nikki shiny saga brasso every morning without fail. I used to give it a sparkle with brasso every single day. I used to give it a bling bling abrazo every single night. Twice a day was I shining my idol. I wanted it so bad. It was my God. But then the Lord was like, I'm the Lord your God now, and I'm gonna uproot it out of you. And I was like, wow, Jesus, thank you. but the uprooting of said marriage idol. Would do that to a sister. It would do that to a sister. Uprooting all the marriage idol caused me a lot of tears. It would do this to a sister. And that's what we're gonna talk about. Okay, y'all know the Lord is the lover of our souls, you guys, right? It is written in John 15 that, you know, he chisels and, like, chops up and chisels. Okay, I'm gonna burp. I just woke up, y'all. I can't just carry on from where I left off. Where have you ever seen a person just jumping onto their laptop fresh out of bed and giving their best? Anyway. Whatever, righty, you guys. So we're gonna go into John 15 and not try to, like, get into our noodles and just, like, figure that out. Okay. Herein lies the deal, you guys. I'm gonna read you John 15. Hang with me, please. It goes a little short like this, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Already you are clean because of the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine. Neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit, for apart from me, you can do nothing. If anyone does not abide in me, he is thrown away like a branch and withers. And the branches are gathered, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciple. All of y'all out there in these streets be teaching this random grace doctrine that ain't got nothing to do with works. What are you doing exactly, sister? What are you doing exactly, brother? Oh, you in trouble. Okay. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. Okay, I'm not that strong. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I hope to go a minute there. Didn't work. Where did I finish? You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what his master is doing. But I have called you friends, for all that I have heard from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, indeed, but I chose you and appointed you, that you should go and bear fruit, that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, so that you will love one another. We're not doing it anymore. If the world hates you, know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I said to you. A servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they kept my word, they will also keep yours. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know him who sent me. Because they do not know him who sent me. Danki-san. Hala poloswa. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not have been guilty of sin. But now they have no excuse for their sin. Whoever hates me hates my Father also. If I had not done among them the works that no one else did, they would not be guilty of sin. But now they have seen and hated both me and my Father. But the word that is written in their law must be fulfilled. They hated me without cause. Donkey-san. But when the Helper comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth who proceeds from the Father, he will bear witness about me. And you also will bear witness, because you have been with me from the beginning. Thank you, Jesus. So me, I thank you. Okay, I'm going to just read this little bit of like 16. I have said all these things to you to keep you from falling away. They will put you out of the synagogues. Indeed, the hour is coming when whoever kills you will think he is offering service to God. And they will do these things because they have not known the Father nor me. But I have said these things to you, that when their hour comes, you may remember that I told them to you. I had to read that, guys. I had to, like, you know, like a DJ. Bring that to your general constitution, because herein lies the deal. I was an idolater. Frankly, I still am to a certain extent, okay? But I'm being sanctified unto truth. That's what's good. And the sanctification has lasted 12 years and will last until either I die or the Lord raptures the church, which I frankly think is rather gonna happen first. Okay. Sanctification, as you heard over there in John 15, happens painfully. It is a treacherous affair to your flesh. Do you understand? Sanctification basically just uproots whatever is the thing that you need to get rid of. Okay? And that uprooting is a pruning. Pruning is a cutting of a tree that it might bear more fruit. You can't be rolling out in these golden streets, cause proper, those are our streets. Joy comes in the morning. It's morning. Yes, Our streets are golden. That's what's good. Hey, heaven. Anyway. Yeah, all we can do is fantasize about it until further notice. Yeah, no, as we are walking these golden streets, you cannot be roaming, literally footstepping on these golden streets, all up in idolatry, hanging out with a golden calf that you shine every morning and evening, cabrazo. And I had an idol. It was my God, you guys. I was like, yes, I love Jesus, but I want me a husband more. I am ready for love. I want a husband. I was an idolater, but like my biggest sin, my biggest golden calf, the chunkiest one in the room in my heart, which is an idol factory, was marriage. I just wanted to get married. I wanted to be in love. I wanted to be doted over and pampered. I wanted some dude to make out of me an honest woman and love me for the rest of my days. More so did I desire this even than Jesus himself. And he used my idolatry to uproot my idolatry. Look at God go! Talk about all things working out together for the good of them who love the Lord and are called according to his purposes. I could have ended up embittered, okay? But I rather ended up sanctified and glorified after being justified. Like I said, joy comes in the morning. Anyway, it was a very sad thing. And I wanted to bash my fist at Emmanuel, literally up to the heavens, and be like, this is not alright, okay, God? Like, I'm not feeling what's going on over here. What's happening? So here is this young lady, newly born again. And I'm like, oh, look, I listened, I heeded. I'm like Nicodemus volume 2.0a. Okay, and I want to get married. And the Lord brings a man in my ecosystem. That's what I told you in my previous part. Starts working for the company. A man that professes Christianity. And because I was yet to be entirely sanctified, I didn't really know really basically how to rightly divide the word of truth, and I also did not know how to identify them. In other words, disciples. The Bible makes it clear that you will know them by their fruit, and these fruit God makes you bear them, as it is written in John 15, like I read now to you guys. If he loves you, if he has called you out of the world, if he has brought you close to the Father, what's gonna happen is that you're going to be made to bear fruit. To bear fruit is to be pruned. It is to be cut. It is to basically go through a very painful, devastating experience. Until you're like, okay, God, naked I came into this world, naked shall I leave. The Lord has given and now the Lord has taken away. Yet I shall ever praise him. He makes out of you like a little bit of a Job. However, the magnitude of Jobness is. You could be at the very far extreme where you're exactly like Job, literally losing everything, family and alles, including your health, or anything in that range, right? So a little bit of a lesser suffering. Well, I frankly think I'm like Job to the nth degree. Only thing is that I have not actually lost family members to death, but they might as well be dead because they are absent of purpose in my life. Because look at how they're leaving me to just, merely exist, just gather dust. Anyway, whatever, right? So I really have gone through it, and it is because of a pruning. Now, my idol, like I said, was marriage. And because my idol was marriage, it had to be uprooted if at all I was going to get close to God. Remember, in previous parts, I highlighted Revelation 22, where it is written that neither outside of the dogs, no, those who practice falsehood, the sexually immoral, the sorcerers, the idolaters, will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's not just Revelation 22, but pretty much littered across the scriptures. Okay? And I was an idolater in this particular regard. Sexual immorality, I was throwing it out the window. I knew that there was no way I was going to have sex outside of marriage. So that's an idol that was uprooted and actually brought me to Jesus. However, I still wanted a husband more even than I wanted Jesus. And he knew that. My total idol. Unfortunately, being born in a country so rich, teeming at the folds with gender-based violence, and men who, in the pursuit of happiness, or the pursuit of what they want in life, careers and whatnot, they comprehensively just disregard pursuit of righteousness or virtue in order that they might be made the kinds of men that Christ was, that he might love the church. right? They've been called to love women. They've been called to be a responsible patriarchy. And however, like I said, in the pursuit of whatever it is that you are pursuing, out here in these streets, they then drop at the door manners towards women. And I just so happen to have been born as a woman that has an idol for marriage in a country that literally, statistically, is the worst country to live in as a woman. That is a whole total world stat, okay? South Africa is the worst country to live in as a woman. I ain't lying. Go look it up. Yeah. Here it is that this woman has got a golden calf in a nation where that golden calf can get you killed. Gender-based violence style can get you blue eyes, can get you given diseases, can get you given a bad rap sheet as a woman. And I was like all naive, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, thinking differently. Did not know just how bad the disease was in our men. The disease in our men of which, frankly, caused a grander disease in women. But the first domino to be tipped was men. I keep saying the buck stops with them. Why? Because they are men. God gave them leadership. So when societies fall apart, they're to blame. Done. Ain't nobody out here in these streets passing blame. I'm just basically admonishing the hierarchy that God gave us all. And it is such that God, man, woman, children. So, you there who are under God, if everything falls apart, it's you. It's you. It's you. Ooh, 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 ooh. That ruined society. So evilness, an incredible one at that, in females, is literally directly linked to the lack of authority walking in it as Christ will have you walk in it by men. Very well. So South Africa just kind of let itself, lead like life through bad girls that basically caused evil men to make out of themselves Ahabs that just threw Israel into the mud and the dust. Cool. Rando guys that aren't really guys. And mind you, when you've got rando guys that aren't really guys, they're eventually going to get to a point where they just want to be guys because that's what they were born to be and walk in their authority. But since they've got such strong bush androgynous females roaming these streets and making out of themselves Jezebels running in Ahab, they're then going to want to take their power by force. And the way that they're going to do this is going to be through just like a very copious amount of violence. Yes. And I was living in that country, having an idol, out of marriage. Yeah. Okay, right. All the best, Garabo. Yeah, okay, cool beans and bananas. Now, if you are living as a man in a country so full of strong gangstrosity females, like just strong, and they've had to be strong because there's like a problem out here in these streets with men, and you cannot weaken that muscle by just physical sabotage or whatever, then you're going to turn to spiritual means to basically gain your manhood by fire by force using metaphysical forces. And so there's just like a ramp up of sorcery all over the show. Women all over the show getting their careers saying, the shoes on my feet, I bought the car in my driveway, I bought the house like in the foundations, I bought it cause I depend on me, and you ain't Jack. I see. And there's so many of them. Y'all know the guys are going to be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to remove the shoes on your feet so I can buy him the house, then you're in your foundations so I can buy it. The car you're driving, I'm going to take it away from you so I can buy it so you'll depend on me. Bankani. Whoa. Okay. I turn up telling me you don't play. So I got to eat the cake because I'm anime. I got to eat the cake. Anime. Blue eye or else. Man oh man, did it become rough for these guys when they realized that witchcraft is not a magic wand indeed that gets you whatever you want like a genie in a bottle. But sometimes it glitches, it twitches, it falls apart. It's like, got like a factory fault. And so it doesn't actually achieve what under heaven people want to do, because God is the one that is control of spirits, yes, even fallen ones. And sometimes he just very simply says no when they ask him for permission to effect the witchcraft of a witch. And so herein lies these frustrated guys bewitching the living daylights out of females. And the girl still gets the career, the girl still grows, the girl still gets the hair, the girl still gets the kwai, the girl still gets the car, the girl still goes and dates another guy. And the girl still goes on right ahead to have sexual relations with another guy without everything falling off because you went and blocked them from like fornicating apparently spiritually. She's happy in a relationship with a new guy. So then the guy's like, why is my sorcery not working? Why is my sorcery not working? And when it doesn't work, then they get more aggressive. They climb satanic ladders to get to newer heights of sabotage. And so they then band together as men, literally collectively, in little secret societies where they're like, we gotta handle these women. They're too strong. And since the devil loves to copy God, where 2 or 3 in Christianity are gathered, their God is with us, and there is might in the power of prayer among 2 or 3 saints. I.e. The more collectively we gather for deliverance, the more powerful we are. So the devil is like, you guys, gather together more powerfully, like in 2 or 3, and you will be able to knock these rando dominoes down ever so like as speedily. Lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. They gathered and they literally bewitched a nation of women, clubbing together, banding together, inviting one another to nefarious organizations of a satanic nature, and initiating, like I said, one another in this space to handle literally the South African conglomerate of strong butch women that are frankly very annoying, and very unfortunately as well, it tends to be within the black community. So Jesus sort of kind of let me know that this was what was going on. And in the beginning of my faith, one of the first highly prophetic dreams that I got, since I was this idolater of marriage, I didn't understand what I was seeing. So I was still like, I am ready for love. I want a husband right now. Oh, my baby's gonna love me. And Jesus is gonna make him a better guy. I am ready for love. God was like, sure. I still didn't understand that, like, dead break. I was like, I am gonna marry. He's gonna show me love through my baby. And God again was like, sure. And I was like, and so this is what I'm looking forward to. Jesus is gonna love me for real through my baby. And God was like, sure. I know. In the middle of a song, I am gonna why am I doing this to guys? What did I ever do? I lost my job. My family doesn't love me. Can't say yeah, but sizomziba lo one. Hey, what do you want me? We're gonna go do rubbish like that? What I do to you ever? 12 years down the line, not 12, 9. Yeah, 9 going on 10 years down the line, 8 going on 9 years down the line. I'm still being ignored. So it went from I am ready for that to oh. Okay, I guess this is what's going on. I got this hard knock, incredibly demonic dream. It was it demonic? Okay, let me change that sentence. It was not a demonic dream. It was a dream that had fullness of demons, but it was from Jesus. Understand? Yes. Sister Ro, you are listening over there. Please abandon jealousy at the doorstep. Do it. Because if you don't abandon it, you are never going to realize that you are in trouble. Oh. Look at me. I'm only a manifestation of something greater that is a problem in the country. It is sinking like a Titanic, and you are in the boat. You are in the ship, sitting over here thinking that you've got something better on Karabo. The Karabo was the only one here cast. Hey, lady, go and look at your husband. Are you happy? You are ready for love just like me. I am ready for love. But you are frustrated and miserable. Let's get into discussion. Alrighty. I got this like hard knock dream, you guys. Full of satanic activity like no man's business. Herein lies the Karabo sister idolater, battling like no man's business, right? And during the time when I was still good, like as in like I had a career, everything was still cool, more or less, because I was already getting persecuted by my family. I got this hard knock dream, alright? KwaZulu Natal, Durban, exactly, headquarters. KwaZulu Natal, Durban. Y'all have been set apart, mina nginomsebenzi ngizela ngomsebenzi, umsebenzi lwami lona. Ningazongithathela umsebenzi ngoba uthatheki. I'm a watchman. That's what God gave me as a ministry. I didn't ask for it, but he gave it to me, and I will speak, for the Lion of the tribe of Judah has roared. Who can but prophesy? I can't help it that he decided to just show me what he's keep up on my heart lana. KwaZulu, hey, she has a Durban. That's why all these things are busy falling apart there in KZN. First, before they like domino effect, collateral damage, Joburg and everywhere else. I had this horrible dream. I didn't understand it. I just woke up and brushed it off, went to work, continued to eat an apple. Like tomorrow was gonna be good. Where I saw this building, alright, it was like, it looked as if though it could have been in, it was in Durban. It looked as though it could have been in Berea, in particular. Berea, right? Overlooking, it was in the CBD. It was in the CBD. I saw a lot of buildings. It looked like downtown Joburg, sort of kind of like just barely any trees, barely any you know, man, inner city Joburg, like, yeah, type setup. Just barely any trees. That's where the headquarters of this satanic organization is at. Sister's busy praying for her husband. Give me a husband. I want to be love. And then Jesus gives me this horrific dream. And in this dream, you guys, it was, like I said, a building in downtown CBD, Durban. It was definitely Durban. KZN, Durban. Not KwaMashu, not Mapumulo, but Durban. Okay? And there was, guys, you know, dreams are weird like that. Like, if you dreamt, right, sometimes you know how, like, you would dream, for instance, of your house where you live in, but a portion of your house will be the house you grew up in, your grandmother's house, and then a portion of the house will be the school that you attended, but it's your house. Yeah, this dream, it was a combination of some building that would indeed be like it looked like an officey building, the kinds that you would find go CBD, low-key debilitated, like not so much debilitated, you know, the Joburg old buildings were untidy there. It's very untidy. It was a building of that nature, but it was mixed. Okay, literally it was a combination of, listen up, my high school, and in particular a class I in high school took, because when you are in grade 8 and grade 9 you do all subjects, and then when you get to grade 10, that's when you do your electives, right? I didn't do home economics to matric. I only did it up to grade 9. So my grade 9 home economics class, in particular, that classroom, I was in that corner of my high school, right? The high school that I attended. Home ec class, home economics class. It was a corner classroom, right? That's where it was a combination of that class, yeah, home ec combo, that building, like a debilitated building, office building of sorts, home ec class, lay and D flat. Like when I was growing up, my cousin's family never do go downtown Joburg, opposite. You know that ANC building, back in the day they bombed it, like in downtown Joburg, Ekopila North taxi rank. Yeah, they lived opposite that ANC building that was attacked with some kind of an explosive, and they, like I said, they lived opposite it. And when that explosion happened, they felt it. It broke their windows. It was a whole thing. They had to evacuate for a week and come back home. Okay? They didn't bomb it. Lista building. Hey, it's like right by the Lista building, a medical center, whatnot, like opposite North. My cousin used to live there. Like she and her family, that they lived in those flats. Alright? Yeah, no. It's like the that building was a combination of that high school, of my high school, Mara in particular class ya home eke, that like a regular office building, but also where my cousin lived, opposite ANC building. Esekila a bomb, 90s somewhere. It was literally a combination of these three like places, whatever. Like it just like it's like in the dream, it kept on morphing between that joint and this, that joint and this. As this noise come on triang bora, but anyway, whatever. Yeah, lawnmower. Guys, you know what? I'm already in here like 38 minutes and I need to pee. Like I'm pressed to pee. I drink a whole bunch of water in the morning. So, and again, Toro ena tshwanetse ke unravel-e unpack. I'm gonna move into then the next part and I guess re-explain again this dream. Basically, like unpack it. I never understood, right, or to help you understand the dream, I never understood what in the world I was seeing and what God was telling me until literally like after losing everything, after my life fell apart, when I was still in my apartment before I lost even that, I finally realized that I was given a spiritual gifting and I understood it for exactly what it was. And then I started to seek the Lord's face to give me understanding as to what I was seeing. And at that stage I was like, yeah. And that's, I knew there and then that there is like a disease in the country. And it is literally run by a very satanic conglomerate of amadota, helped, very unfortunately so, get some women. Not many women, but some. And I'm going to explain to you what I saw in this dream in the next part. Let me go use the bathroom and be back.